in my mind, to have darker hue women. To have darker hue women to finally say, you know what? Yes, we need help in the community, goddamn it. We need some help in the doggone community out here in these streets. Trump, please send them. Trump, please send them people. Please send the goddamn people, because we can't live like this. We can't do it. Move right along. I ain't gonna hear much hold you. Go ahead on and give y'all this right here. Here, I can't say the whole title because this is a part of what got me terminated when we first started the show, in case y'all came a little late. This is the second show, because we started one early and they had them cut me off and took me about 2-3 minutes to get this show up and running. So anyway, we have a situation. We have 3 that done left Earth. And one of those 3 removed everybody off Earth. So I'm not going to use those words that got me, removed. Here's what happened.
We have new details tonight on a Warner Robins shooting that left 3 people dead this weekend. It happened early Saturday morning at a gated apartment complex near Watson Boulevard.
Tonight, we're learning more about the victims in what investigators call a case of family violence. Maggie Fitzgerald breaks down the latest and what investigators are still piecing together.
As of today, investigators have officially labeled the case as a double homicide and suicide investigation, and it all unfolded here at the Bradford Place apartment complex off of Watson Boulevard. This was the scene at the complex near the 1100 building Saturday morning. It was hours after gunfire that left 3 people dead and a neighborhood stunned.
I automatically knew it was gunshots, but it was so close, I actually hunkered down.
There were so many of them. And we didn't know what was going on.
Police say a man killed 2 others, another man and a woman, then took his own life. Officials have not released any of their names, but today family members told 13 WMAZ that 2 victims are a brother and a sister, 22-year-old Cheyenne Lee and 24-year-old Jermaine Lee Jr. They say both were proud parents. Cheyenne, a mom to a 2-year-old son, and Jermaine, a father to 2 baby girls. While police pieced together what led up to the shooting, family members say the shooter was in a relationship with Cheyenne. And investigators tell us today this was an isolated incident, so there is no threat to the public at this time. In Warner Robins, Maggie Fitzgerald, 13, WMEZ News.
Warner Robins police tell us they're still investigating. Anybody with information on the case can call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68.
Oh, they look like good loving brothers and sisters. Really good loving brothers and sisters. I like this. I like the first picture. Or is it this picture? Yeah, that picture right there. I kind of like that right now. But we don't have a picture of the boyfriend. And they're not really giving us any of the why. We got to ask why. And damn it, because we have to ask why, and they don't already have an answer for us, then we got to do this thing called speculate. And I speculate just a tad bit different than other people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may think, oh, they were just arguing and then he removed everybody out of Earth. No. It's more than that to me. He said, Willie found out that the baby wasn't his. Now, you got a good one right there. That's a good one. That's a logical one. That's a real logical one. So the brother and sister was at the house or at the spot, at the apartment. So did the brother and sister, they live together? Or did the sister and the boyfriend live together? Because if the brother and sister, they live together, which I don't know if that's kind of what that, well, it should be strange for a brother and sister to live together and they both have children. Like, y'all couldn't be with the person who y'all had children with. Son, maybe y'all's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And or maybe they just some real good brothers and sisters. Or that could be it too. The brother was trying to protect the sister. That could be it. I'm gonna take it just one more further, just in case some may be thinking it, but don't want to say it out loud. Maybe the boyfriend found out that they was in a relationship. I don't know. Speculating. I have no facts. This just how my head work. This just how my head work. I have no idea. No idea. I don't know these doggone people. I don't know what happened behind closed doors. They were really, really close. And I'm not saying that brothers and sisters, they can't be really, really close, because brothers and sisters, they really do be close. You know what I'm saying? And just hear what it is. I'm just speculating because, hey, this is what happens when y'all don't give us a why.
Jermaine, a father to 2 baby girls. While police piece together what led up to the shooting, family members say the shooter was in a relationship with Cheyenne. And investigators tell us today this was an isolated incident, so there is no threat to the public.
So nobody said anything about previous altercations, nothing. The family ain't said nothing about nothing. Oh, hold on. And then I tried to. Now, why is my thingamajig not functioning? I think it was this one. Is it this one? So I tried to pull up an article, but the article, it really ain't, it really ain't saying much different than the video that we just had them watch. Now, why is my thing hard to stroll? It's hard to stroll. I tried to breeze through it and eye through it just a little bit to see if they was going to show us anything. The family members say that they were both parents. All right, bam, bam, bam. What if her baby was his baby? And it's just like you say, what if he just found out that it wasn't his baby and it was her brother baby? Oh, you say, oh, Willie, the boyfriend and the brother was in a relationship. Oh, now I wouldn't even thought that right there. See, I'm slipping on my thoughts. Because I'm supposed to think it all the way through. And maybe she found out, and maybe she say, I'm finna tell on y'all. And he popped her with the gun. And then the brother tried to protect the sister. And it could have happened like that right there, too. Yep. He said, it also said that the third person was in a relationship. Neighbors describe a chaotic scene early in the morning. Yada, yada, yada. We really ain't. The entire bedroom was lit up in blue and the blinds was closed. He said everything was closed. There was just so many people. Oh, well, they really ain't saying nothing right there that we didn't already heard. So what I had done did, I went around here to GoFundMe. I went to a GoFundMe. Let me click on GoFundMe. Got it up. There's two GoFundMes. Let me come out of this one. Show y'all right here. See, there's two GoFundMes. By the same name person. Blackshire. So that's kinfolk. But so I click on this one and it say the $20,000 goal. That ain't bad. Well, here, that's kind of low for two people. I am Michaela Blackshear. As we all know of the tragic event that happened on August the 30th, 2025, in Warner Robins, Georgia, where two beautiful souls was taken from us too soon. Our beloved Jermaine Lee Jr., aka Muff, and Shania or Cheyenne. I'm saying it wrong. My bad. Lee, aka Shy. We are asking the community to help this grieving family. So this is not kinfolk. This grieving family with the burial services and the immediate needs of the children our beloved has left behind. Any, and every donation, big or small, would be very well appreciated. You say if you're unable to donate, the family could use prayers as they are going to need them. So I had to look at that one, and then I just went over to the other one that was 5 days ago, and then I looked at this one, and this one was 13,000. This one was 13,000. Stretch it out a little bit. Okay, in August, our family suffered an unimaginable tragedy when Jermaine and Shania were both taken from us too soon. Their sudden and unexpected loss has left our family heartbroken and struggling to cope. Jermaine and Muff and Shy, we could do that right there. Muff and Shy were not only beloved family members, but also devoted parents to three beautiful children. Jermaine's daughter, which was 2 months old, and a 1-year-old, and Shy's son, which is 2 years old. None of them had life insurance, and their children are now left without the loving support and the care of their parents. Get y'all some life insurance. I keep trying to tell y'all. Get you some damn life insurance. You never know when you finna leave now. He said, we are raising funds to help cover the family and memories. The funeral and the memories and memorial services costs for Muff and Shy, as well as to provide for the immediate needs of their young children. The loss of two providers. That's where I wanted to get to. The loss of two providers. You are not, and I just want to make this like a little new statement. You is not a provider without life insurance. You is not a provider is if you gone, your children is not taken care of. What is we doing? And then we be having the nerve to have them back to back. Y'all have children back to back and don't have insurance back to back. As soon as they born, shit like $1.25, $1.50. It's less than a pack of Black and Mild. Did crazy, but y'all real smart. He said the loss of two providers have created a tremendous hardship for our family, and we are doing our best to come together and support one another through this difficult time. Every contribution would help us honor their memory and ensure that the three kids have the support they need as they face a future without their parents. Muff and Shy will be missed dearly by everyone who knew them. We will always remember the genuine, sweet, and funny people they were, and we are grateful for any support that you can offer as we navigate this heartbreaking loss. Any donation, no matter what the size is, will make a difference for our family. Most importantly, please keep us in your prayers during this difficult time. Yeah, Gerber, Globe Life. It is again, this needs to be a law. It literally just needs to be a law. Ain't nowhere in the hell you should not have it unless you're rich. Unless you can prove that you got burial money. You know what I'm saying? Like in a account that can't be touched unless you get a death certificate. You know. You should not have kids and walk around here thinking that you're cute. You're getting them, you're still getting Jordans and nice little outfits and shit like that right there. The life insurance costs less than diapers. Ouch. Bam, 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 bam. Bop. Life insurance is less than diapers. And y'all still failing. And here's another problem. This the only picture. This the picture that they came up with. That's what's up. That's what's up. Again, decisions. Ain't nothing we can do about it. They gone. They gone now. Anyway, move right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. I got one of this part right here is gonna be like the best. I ain't seen some. And I hate to say it. Well, no, I really don't hate to say it because it's just who I am and this is how I speak because this is how I think. So this is going to be one of the greatest stories. Hold on. Bam. How y'all doing? And welcome back. And we appreciate y'all for joining me. I have a wonderful story for you good people. We have an Indianapolis mother who loses custody while facing charges of neglect of her 2-year-old son's shooting death. Yeah. Her 2-year-old son had been shot himself, if I'm not mistaken. It was a shooting death. And she's lost custody. She's lost custody of her other child. or other children. Here we go.
We start tonight at 5 o'clock with these emotional moments from the courtroom earlier today. It all occurred as an Indianapolis mother lost custody of her daughter, at least temporarily. The decision follows the death of her toddler, who accidentally shot and killed himself using the mom's gun.
Rich Nye had his camera in the courtroom when the judge issued the no contact order, adding to this mother's grief.
Listen to me.
Kiera Bickett.
Listen to me.
A no contact order.
Shout out, baby, I have a tattoo on her neck. I ain't saying people tattoos on the neck is bad. People, I just like to point out, baby got a tattoo on her neck. The judge is screaming, listen to me, because she's talking to a child.
The no contact order, adding to this mother's grief.
Listen to me.
Kiera Bickett.
Listen to me.
A no contact order.
It's temporary. The child is listed as a witness.
Judge Angela Davis told Bickett for now she can have no unsupervised visits with her 9-year-old daughter. Court records say the girl was in the front seat of a car with Bickett and 2-year-old Javarius Bickett when the boy found a gun in his mother's unzipped purse.
So I want y'all to understand. Remember, she had done said no contact. Put a pin in that right there. No contact. Let me show y'all how bad the system is.
And shot and killed himself. The shooting happened June 19th while they were driving through a CVS parking lot on the north side of Indy. Bickett is charged with neglect of a dependent resulting in death. The prosecution says Bickett's daughter will be called as a witness in the case. The girl's grandmother will care for the child during the no contact order, but it's a complicated situation.
I know you've had the child since June, right? Yes. And is it your mother, the grandmother? Yes. And is it somewhere where you're living? Yes. You live at that house?
Yes, and I also take care of my stepfather. He lives there too.
The judge will allow...
I also take care of my stepfather. So this mother of 2, maybe 3, she live at home with her mama. But I guess it benefits because she also take care of the stepfather. So I don't know what the mother does, as if the mother could not take care of her husband. But go ahead.
Bickett to keep working at the house, caring for her stepfather. But she cannot be alone with her daughter.
So the daughter is going to be at her mother's house, which is the grandmother's house. But she's also going to live at her mother's house. At the house that her daughter is living at or is going to stay at, but she cannot have communication unsupervised with her daughter that's living at her mother's house while she's living at her mother's house, but she can stay there because she take care of the stepfather. Remember, I had them say it in the beginning. They said she can't have no contact with her baby by herself.
If the child has questions.
I back it up, smidget.
But she cannot be alone with her daughter.
If the child has questions, then you have somebody else talk with the child. But you can't say things like, don't say anything or mom's going to go to jail. Do you understand? You may never. Take the child to school. Pick up the child by yourself. Have any time where there's not another adult.
Melissa Etheridge.
That's a vacation, ain't it?
Etheridge is the grandmother. She has a tattoo of Javarius on her arm. The family believes the level 1 felony charge against Kiera is too harsh for an accident.
Bickett told the judge she still plans to hire her own attorney and is meeting with one soon. Bickett is due back in court September 22nd, when the judge will revisit the terms of the no contact order. At the Marion County Community Justice Campus, Rich Nye, 13 News.
At the next hearing, the judge will consider testimony or a report from the Department of Child Services on whether the no contact order should remain in place until the case is concluded. Bickett faces a 20 to 40-year sentence if convicted.
Girl ain't gonna get convicted. Y'all gonna, damn it, don't play with us like that. You ain't got a lot of us to kick it. You know what I'm saying? That baby not finna do no time like that right there. They did say, well, this is a difficult situation. No contact. And listen, you can't tell your child, listen, don't tell on mama. Don't tell your child that. At the same time, how many of y'all think that she's not going to coach her child? What? You say child needs to be placed in foster care outside of the family. That's a fact. That's exactly what needs to happen. How is y'all gonna do a case? How is we gonna do a trial and the child is going to be a witness? She should have no contact. Her mother should have no contact because it's nothing for her to tell her mama, tell her this, mama, tell her that. She's stupid. This makes no sense. I will allow you to stay at the house because you do take care of your grandfather because you is a caretaker. Do y'all understand? She falls under the caretaker like laws or the rules or something like that right there that they is just not coming up with. So why can't she take care of her husband? If she can take care of the little baby or the little child, why can't she take care of an adult? Anybody? Anybody got an answer for that right there? Anybody? But we just have to have. Now listen. They care more about her being able to take care of the stepfather than them getting this case right and being able to prosecute if the evidence lead them to prosecute, which they need the evidence from the damn from the other baby. Don't care nothing about that. That's why that baby ain't finna get no time. Hell no. That baby like them darker hue too. That's what's up. Moving right along. I ain't gonna get much on you. Beautiful, beautiful story. Beautiful story. Yeah. Sure enough is. Sure enough is a beautiful story. Damn, how much time we got? We ain't got that much time. Listen, give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the nightly news around here in these YouTube streets. They done pissed me off earlier, so we finna move on earlier then. We got the links down in the description, y'all. We is still live on Rumble. We live on Kick. We live on Twitter. Y'all can go on around there if y'all would like to be a part of the rest of the show because we is going to talk about Chicago. Got to talk about Chicago. Y'all just, like I be trying to tell y'all, non-darker hue folks is having the time of their life. They're living it up. I watch a few content creators out of Chicago and they live in like real nice parts of Chicago and they're just living it up. They're just having like a good time. They're just taking trips into the people that I do watch. They're taking trips and stuff like that right there. Their kids go to nice schools and the streets is clean and hell, they go out to nice restaurants and stuff like that right there. I'm talking about our lighter hue brothers and sisters, but they live in Chicago. They don't even talk about the crime. like they don't talk about the crime or it's just filth or like homelessness. They don't talk about none of that right there. They love Chicago. They're not dealing with crime. They're not rich. They are not rich people. They're just working people. Working people, nice jobs, upper echelon communities, But they love Chicago. They be taking nights out on the town and all that good. Yeah. Nice couple. It's 5 of them. Yeah. Yeah. Father, mother, 3 young teens. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Living it up. Black folks got a hard time out here in these streets. Listen, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here. Y'all please remember go around to the number 4 channel, 7 channel, the Accept and Agree channel. We finna continue the show on Rumble, Twitter, and Kick. The links is down in the description. When y'all go over, when y'all cross over, go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. Let me know that you're around now. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope that y'all enjoyed. We had a little discrepancy in the beginning where they had done cut me off. I had to restart the show and all that fly stuff right there. But yeah, slow moving Monday. It is what it is. I'm gonna see y'all over there. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here, man. Bam. Get that off. Close it down. Get that shit out the way. Damn it, it's over. Thank y'all for being around here in the Rumble streets, man. Rumble and Twitter. Let me refresh. Oh, I didn't do no advertising for this right here. I don't even know why I didn't even put it out. Oh, because I was messing around with them damn people out here in these streets, which is stupid. Just pure stupidity. Let me get my life together real quick while I click on a few of these things. Hold up, swole up. Hold up. Let me go. Willie Williams. The Willie Williams Show. Got that right there. Hold on. As y'all come on in, now y'all got to go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. You hit the thumbs up button and let me know how many people's in the building, because I do not, and I repeat, I do not base it off the number that Rumble shows. I base it off the thumbs ups. Make me proud. Make me proud out here. We're going to start out talking about some Rolexes. We in Chicago. Oh, we in Chicago. Hold on, let me get a quick embed right here. Embed that, grab that, hit that, bam, share that, pop that, clip that, put that down on X, but then it's not showing up how I need it to show up. So there it is. Show it like that. Now send it to Facebook. Let me go on and send that to Facebook real quick, and then we can go on and get the party started, because it's my bad. It's my bad. I was supposed to already have that thing on up. Shout out to Samuel for the shout out to I don't want to say the last name. I don't want to say the last name. Shout out to Samuel for the $5 cash shot. Say thanks for the show. You is welcome. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that right there. I really, really do. I really, really do. Let's go ahead on and jump into it then. Let's jump into it then. I'm loving it. What is this? Oh, all right. Oh, imagine what? Damn it, I can't do it. I can't, because I got specific videos for this one right here, and this is how we finna. We just finna stay in Chicago. Just finna hold y'all in Chicago real quick. Negro fatigue. Black folks is asking, begging right now for some to be done in the community in Chicago. Chicago is a horrible place, and it seems like it's a horrible place only in the dark hue areas, because in broad daylight, this is how you Negroes is behaving.
New video shows a frightening scene on Michigan Avenue in broad daylight as people were leaving work.
A robbery crew using axes to smash their windows at the Rolex store and steal watches.
Our Marissa Sulik just spoke with the alderman in the area and has some new developments to share. Marissa?
Joe and Eric, as you can see behind me, the windows are all boarded up here at the Rolex store after what took place. This happened around 2:30 this afternoon as people were walking by, some capturing this all on their phones. Robbers seen using axes to smash through the side window and display case on East Huron. They then reach in and grab a couple watches before they run off. Some watches seen left dangling from the window.
I don't think Rolex thought could be broken. They found out the hard way. If you've got enough leverage on a hatchet, you could break through.
Alderman Brian Hopkins says he does not recall a smash and grab like this in the middle of the afternoon when the streets are filled with tourists and shoppers. Chicago police say 4 men in masks broke the glass.
Do y'all know how such a chance you was taking in broad daylight?
It was a successful robbery. They have recounted. They are missing watches. This was successful.
The robbers fled in a red Nissan Murano and sent police on a chase down the Dan Ryan. They then crashed the SUV into a parked car near 69th and Peoria in the Englewood neighborhood. Police scanner traffic says the men were seen throwing items out the windows, presumably watches.
Honestly, it's sad.
Lamont Evans is with the Restorative Project, a group that responds to violence in the community. We talked to him about how this happened as President Trump is threatening to bring the National Guard to Chicago.
If we bring more resources to the community, more jobs, more federal funding, then maybe we wouldn't have to deal with the backlash of things like this.
We were able to arrest these 6 offenders. I'm not sure what the National Guard could have done.
Tonight, police were seen collecting evidence outside the Rolex store as they continued their investigation. People walking by in shock.
I got a question though. Okay, so y'all listen, this has made the news and y'all done stole some Rolexes. How do you come up off the Rolexes? you would have to pawn the Rolexes. You can't pawn the Rolexes in the city because the Rolexes have these things called, what is the things? Serial numbers. All pawn shops is connected with law enforcement, because if law enforcement come on around there and find out that they allow somebody to pawn some damn Rolexes after this right here and hit the scene or hit the news, they would be out of business. Unless they have a real connect to where, all right, listen, y'all run on up there, y'all get me such and such Rolex, and I'm gonna go on to buy them all. Now that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? But they got arrested, all of them.
By the debris and scene left behind. In the end, Chicago police say 6 men were arrested.
6 of these fools, they
Chicago
got them.
police say there were no injuries reported. Alderman Hopkins says that 9 watches were recovered from that scene in Englewood, but the Rolex store is doing their own inventory check to see if more watches might be out there. Alderman Hopkins also says that Chicago police used one of their new helicopters to track that car down during the chase. We're live in the Gold Coast. Marissa.
We got to stop telling the public how we is able to apprehend them so fast. We got to stop talking. Everything is not meant to be talked about out here in the street, man. Now, so I saw a few things. I saw a few people on Fox News, and shout out to Fox News. Shout out to Fox News. Fox News would be like the only people who would get people from the other side. We know the Democrats and like NBC or ABC, MSNBC, and all those liberal stations, and you know, they don't rock with Trump and all that. So they will not present the other side of the arguments. This is not what they do. One thing that I have noticed with Fox over the years, that they will invite the other side to have debates and talk over some things. You rarely get to see it on the liberal side. But anyway, this is not a debate. They're just having conversations, or they are just letting the people in the communities who see what's going on and have a problem with what's going on in the community, and they're speaking out and they want help. I'm gonna put this beautiful baby up on the screen real quick. Here we go.
My son went outside. The boys pulled up right behind our house. They shot him down in the alley. I mean, I was home. His brother was home. We found my son literally on the ground in the alley taking his last breath. My name is Marquita Sally. I'm from the south side of Chicago, born and raised here. I'm a mother of 3 boys that was also born and raised here. Unfortunately, my oldest was shot and killed here in Chicago. When holidays and birthdays and stuff come around, we are together. But the process itself has been rough.
So y'all also got to ask yourself this right here. If everybody from the outside know how violent Chicago is, so I'm pretty sure that everybody on the inside knows how violent Chicago is. Y'all still decide to produce children and try to raise a family.
He was just learning to drive. The car outside that I'm driving now would have been his right now today. But we didn't have those opportunities because he was taken away from us too early. My name is Miss Gail. My grandson is Gregory Wilson III. You got people still robbing, stealing, killing. Just the other day, a 5-year-old boy got killed, shot in the head. It's like it's never going to end. So if Mr. Trump want to bring these troops to Chicago, hey, bring them.
She said a 5-year-old got shot in the head. I didn't see a story about it. I didn't see a story, an article, it hitting mainstream. I saw nothing.
Come on, what we got to lose? You know what I'm saying? Put some fear in, let them know that they here, they want, to protect the city of Chicago. We got elderly people afraid to ride the red line. You got kids can't go outside and play. You got women don't want to walk at night alone.
In my teenage years, the age that my kids are now, me and my girl cousins, even my boy cousins, all of us together, just walking down the street, laughing, talking, having a good time. Right now, my son could tell me he's walking to the convenience store around the corner. No, you are not.
Okay.
You have to be head on with your kids nowadays. You can't beat around the bush because at this point in Chicago, they life at stake.
So we know that. We know that life is at stake. We know in Chicago, life is at stake. Question. Why would you remain in Chicago where your children's life is at stake? What is wrong with us people? Now, I do understand that it's hard to move a lot of time. I would just say that for like the elderly. It's hard to move with the elderly because the elderly done bought property and shit like that right there, and they just old in age. But if you've been raising children, you've been had the opportunity. You should have been left.
Do you think the community has been heard by like the government, the mayor, that kind of stuff? Has there been any like positive movement?
No, I'm gonna tell you something. No, they focus. This 24/7. Everything. The migrants came here, baby. They had everything in the whole wide world they wanted.
And we got homeless people here.
You know what I'm saying?
They just allow them to lay outside on the street under viaducts. Y'all could help these people, but yet y'all bring people from
somewhere else.
A lot of people.
You say Willie, that 5-year-old popped himself. He said another kid grabbed the gun out of a purse. Got to be more careful. Another one. Another kid grabbed the gun out of a purse, similar to the story that we just did on YouTube. Wow.
They get on TV. Oh, my kid was this good kid. My kid didn't do this. My kid didn't do that. My kid was a boy. So, of course, he did the boy stuff as far as fighting and all of that. But as far as guns and selling drugs and robbing and stealing and killing, I didn't have that type of child.
This him right here, Gregory Wilson. He was loved by all and we miss him dearly. But we are in court. The person that did this, he is in jail. And we're not looking for him to get out ever. One thing good about my grandson, he was a cereal eater. You know what I'm saying? He loved him some cereal and he played his video games, go to school and come home. It don't affect just one person in the family, the mother, the father, the grandparent. He got aunties and uncles. You know what I'm saying? Little cousin, he got cousins over there.
Give you the shirt off his back, sweetheart. But they took my little baby, but...
They took her little baby, but she's still gonna live around there, and damn it, she's gonna try to raise the other two. She's gonna try to raise the other two and hope. She's gonna hope and pray and have faith and just hope that nothing happens to the other two. I don't think that that's a positive or a good way to live.
To that point, to our next guest, the president's crime crackdown is also creating a storm in the Windy City. ICE enforcement is expected to start up in Chicago today, while leaders there are threatening to take action if the National Guard steps in. But what do residents want? Let's ask one. Chicago resident Kata Truss is the director of the Community Roundtable. She's also a former Chicago School Board member. Kata, thanks for coming on with us today. Really appreciate it. I've seen you commenting on this issue on other shows on Fox News. So you're a perfect guest here. You know, federal troops, as we know, are supposed to land in Chicago sometime today. As you know these numbers better than anybody, over Labor Day weekend, 54 people were shot, 7 people were killed.
It was actually 58. But you say, Willie, they want these deaths because they don't want to leave. He say she will lose all her kids. Say next alert news. Yep.
The former head of the Chicago Police Department broke the numbers down like this. He said every 4 hours, someone is shot, and every 20 hours, someone is murdered. So how does the governor say there's no crime problem there?
That's a day.
Well, first of all, let me make a correction. I am not a former member of the Board of Education. My husband is.
Okay,
but
thank you for that.
But the fact of the matter is this. This is basically smoke and mirrors. You know, people don't want to see crime go down, I feel like, because there's money.
Yep.
in crime. There's money in the disinvestment of communities. There's money in
Yep.
people not being able to fend for themselves and take care of themselves.
Look at this shit.
I like to call these agencies that go out and get these government funds poverty pimps. That's what I call them, because basically they're getting money to provide services, and oftentimes you can see by what's happening in the street that's not happening. So you have people, a contingent, who really don't want to see crime go down.
Yep.
And the fact of the matter is, our mayor was a strong component of defunding the police here in the city of Chicago. That was something that he fought for. And he was asked the other day, if you were given money to hire more police officers, would you take it? And he could not give an emphatic answer,
Wow.
even though crime is riddling this city, regardless of what you hear him say. And just this morning, there was an
You think that she been watching me?
attempted carjacking where a suspect was killed about a block and a half from his house and 2 blocks from my house,
Ooh.
because I live about 3.5 blocks from him. So when I hear them say,
Wow.
we're going to stop it, why would you want to stop it? I just listened to someone talk about what's happening in D.C. and how the streets are beginning to look like Mayberry Street. I want that for my community. I want that for my neighborhood.
So you mean to tell me that the National Guard is doing a real good job in DC? Why they cleaning up the streets? They're making it look really good. Crime is down. Oh, okay.
I don't understand why Governor Pritzker and Brandon Johnson doesn't want that. And, you know, you got people who are talking about safety and talking about crime who have 24-hour security.
Yep.
If I had 24-hour security, I probably wouldn't be that concerned about it either.
Okay.
Yeah, and Kata, you know, when you say there's a small element of people there who want to keep the crime going because, you know, they're profiting off of it, that's a group of people, right? But what about the everyday resident like yourself? Tell us what you're hearing about what everyday Chicago residents are saying about the idea of federal troops coming in to work with the local police to try to get crime under control. Is that something they want?
We want it. We want it. But see, our mayor has just put an executive order in place where our police officers can't even work with the National Guard when they're here. So if they see a crime committed or a crime is in process, I don't even know that if they call the police would even respond to them, which I think is crazy. I don't understand why you wouldn't want the help. The citizens, people like me, we want the help. Now,
Wow. So he signed an executive order to where they can't link up and do this thing together. Wow. You say they are not in the hood patrolling. They are around places that are making money for DC only. Oh, well, shit. Hey, that's a beautiful thing then. Because in other places like in California and in Chicago, the businesses have been having a problem with even being open and, you know, being able to profit out here. So God damn it, if we have to protect the businesses, then that's what we're gonna protect out here in the goddamn street. Keep these YNs from around there causing the problem. God damn it. They need to start shooting.
now let me just say, I'm not at all comfortable with having armed guards on the street.
They did elect them though.
None
Yeah, they
of
did.
us are. But I'm also not comfortable with living in fear. I'm not comfortable with the fact that earlier this year, my husband was carjacked right in front of my house.
What?
I'm not comfortable with that.
Oh, so she was a target. Well, her as a family was a target. It was a victim. And these people talking about, well, crime low.
Well, I don't know who would be comfortable with that. Right, exactly. Quick question before I let you go. You know, a lot of people say this is just purely political, that if it were Barack Obama sending in the National Guard and federal troops, that the governor would welcome the help.
Yes, he would. What was also strange, crime was really high when Obama was in office and he did not send in the troops. And he lives in Chicago. Yeah.
Quick answer. Do you think that's true?
Oh,
absolutely. Definitely
yeah, that's true.
All right, Kata
If it
Trust,
was
thank
awful.
you so much for joining us today, and we wish you a peaceful weekend. I hope it
The
is.
one thing that the Democrats do not want Trump taking credit. If if you send in the troops and things go to turning around and things start to get better, the Democrats does not want Trump, a player like Trump, to be able to say, I cleaned up Chicago. hell no. Damn it, they'll let Chicago burn before they give that type of credit to Trump. Shout out to I dodged a trap for the $2 Rumble rant. He said the World Cup is coming to the U.S. next year. Cities will be flipped upside down to lower crime and save the image of the United States. Pookie and them better get it together. Say Trump gonna give it to them for real, for real. It is coming to the United States. Got to be more careful. You say, Willie, the issue is the mayor and governors will have to pay guards full time because money is missing. They can't afford. They can't afford it. That's the resistance. They can't afford. So if the National Guards is there, then they have to pay them. I didn't know that the state or the city have to pay the National Guards. I thought that the feds would just continue to pay them. I didn't know that. Well, hell, that makes some sense, especially if they ain't got the money. You know what I'm saying? That's a goddamn shame. That's a doggone shame. But listen, right when we thought that it was, because it's not just women. Oh, believe in me. I do believe that there's actually more men who want the troops to come on around now. I think more men is tired of these YNs than the women, because women, they support the shooters. Women really support the shooters because they be in relationships with the shooters. You know what I'm saying? You say, Willie, have you seen the movie Judge Dredd? Oh, hell yeah. I came up during them times. He say, do you think that that we should go to that style of living where the police make the decisions on if you go to jail or get off or get executed? Oh, hell no. There is going to be a problem. There is going to be a problem with that right there. But just keep paying attention to what these YNs doing, boy. Some got to give. Some really do got to give. They done made damn near like a short little documentary of Chicago right now.
From bad to worse. It's just getting worse and worse every day. Every day, the local media, sometimes they report the crime for one day, and that's it. So it's just gone from bad to worse to disasters.
No one really feels safe. It's impossible to feel safe in a city like this, especially with the leadership we have.
Joe Chirac.
Do you feel safe? No, I don't feel safe at all in the age I'm in right now. And I got 3 girls. I'm really more concerned about them. Raw fan.
Actually, it wasn't really as bad as it is today. When I was growing up back in the early 2000s, yeah, it was bad, but the kids nowadays, they're just wreaking havoc in all of the neighborhoods. We didn't play with guns and we didn't listen to drill rap music like at this very young age. Like, these kids are carrying guns like around the ages of 8 years old, and they're killing other 8-year-old kids with guns. It's insane to me.
My opinion, not enough police officers. The police officers' hands are tied. Former state's attorney was terrible, which was a big problem. So now we have I do believe it's getting a little bit under control. We have a new superintendent who's doing an awesome job, and we have a new state's attorney who I think is doing an awesome job. To me, I do believe it's going down slightly. There's serious crimes like murders, but you still see people getting beat up on the street and mobbed and carjackings and petty things like catalytic converters and break-ins and so on.
South Side, it's been rough. You see a lot of crazy stuff. I remember being in the Family Dollar store that got robbed. They kick in the door, they say, everybody get down, people are screaming. And I was only 12 years old, and this kind of stuff, it happens all the time. But a lot of people who don't live in these areas, they don't get to see it.
The police are worried about one thing, a lawsuit. Everything that the police would do their job, they are fear of facing a lawsuit every time there's an arrest made.
Especially when they're dealing with a woman.
So they, okay, they trying to talk to them, but they're not listening. And some of them do provoke the police.
Can't talk to the UINs.
To either hit them or shoot them. So there's a lawsuit coming in. So you got these Al Sharptons and Benjamin Crump, and then you got the Roland Martin. You got all these activists who over talk about defund the police, how racist the police are. But here's a news flash. We need these police in our neighborhood. We need the police to protect us and our kids.
It's best to get your opinion from people like myself who live in these areas and not politicians who are safe behind all their security, right? They say anti-cop things, but they have police protection. So I think we got to get serious about this stuff.
I could tell you, since I came on the job as an alderman, I know the force is down well over 2,000, maybe closer to 3,000. Back in the day, in the 80s and the 90s, when they have a police test, you'd have 40, 50,000 people sign up for the job. And the list would last for, 6, 7, 8 years, and then they have another test. And if guys didn't make it that time, they would try again to take the test, and so on and so forth. Now, as recent as 2019, under Mayor Emanuel, he had an entrance exam test in January of 2019. Only 4,000 people signed up for it, and only 2,000 took the test.
Y'all understand what just happened? Back in the 80s and the 90s, they did the test thing with 40,000. I didn't know that Chicago was big like that right there. I really didn't know that Chicago was like really, really huge like that. Wow, that is just crazy. 40,000. And now it's only like 4,000 and then only 2,000 take the test.
So he had another sign up and test in December of 2019. So that's basically unheard of. I mean, now it's just a rolling, running sign up. You sign up at any time and then you take a test and they pull you off that list. So
you can sign up at any time to become an officer because they need you.
So you can't get people that want this job.
The morale is down. They're working overtime. They're like, why am I working here? I could go ahead and retire, and go somewhere else. So the police is really unappreciated for offhand under Brandon Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, J.B. Pritzker. Those three are the reason why nobody don't want to be a police.
Wow.
In Chicago? Absolutely not, man. No way. Now, in certain parts of Chicago, yes, but that's not where I live. Those aren't the areas that I go. But even now, you have downtown. This place used to be beautiful back in the day. The tourist money we used to bring in when it comes to downtown, the attraction that we used to bring in, all of that is now gone because of these progressive mayors like Lori Lightfoot and Brandon Johnson. Their policies when it comes to crime is not working at all.
I think the biggest piece of the pie has to be more police officers, more protection. That's what the people want. More visibility.
I have a sister who was shot in the leg coming from work. A lot of people don't know what that's like to have your phone, you know what I'm saying? And they say, so-and-so was shot, but this is a median family. And they don't know that feeling of like, you lose your breath, you don't know how to breathe, and you drop your phone, and you kind of like, is this real?
Goddamn shame. But it's a Democratic city, ain't it? Democratic mayor. I can bet 9 times out of 10 that they're going to vote for another Democratic mayor. Because they keep voting for Democratic mayors no matter how bad the crime is. Even under Lori Lightfoot, she kept winning. Crime kept going up and up and up. It kept winning. They kept voting her in. Then they voted in, damn it, I done forgot little buddy's name. Damn it, Johnson, Bobby Jones or some shit like that. Damn it, I can't remember buddy's name. Mayor Johnson. Yeah. So the Chicagoans, decision making is horrible. Darker hue people in Chicago decision making is horrible. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. It's no one else's fault. It's all their fault. But that's nothing new. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Listen, imagine this. Yeah, Brandon Johnson. But he didn't lie. He did not lie on his campaign. And the thing that he said that he was gonna do, he went on ahead on and did it. I pointed that out like some months ago or something, but I don't forgot what he said. I forgot the thing that he was pointing out. And I was like, well, here, he did say it. He did say it. And then we can't argue when somebody tell you something. And then you go ahead on the vote for him, and then they go ahead on the do it. You can't get mad at them then. But anyway, imagine you waking up in the morning to go to work. You go outside. You finna leave, and this happened. Watch it.
It should have been a normal early morning heading to work. It wasn't.
Damn it, not a commercial.
It should have been a normal early morning heading to work. It wasn't. Alexander Rojas said his Ring doorbell camera stopped recording just as a bear charged towards his door around 4 a.m. on August 15th. He said there was another bear in his yard. He said he tried to scare them off.
For some odd reason, he turned around, did more stutter steps towards me, and bit my arm, and then clawed my rib cage. And I was able to kick his feet out and knock him in the nose.
He said he was able to get away, and he kept running down the street here in his Apopka neighborhood, not far from Wekiva Springs.
We got to understand. We got to start telling them. We got to start teaching this right here. You got to be able to get back in your house quick. You got to understand and be able to get back in your house quick. Damn it. When you lock your door, when you go out your door, let's just start with keeping the key in our hand. Let's keep the key in our hand because y'all locking the deadbolt. Keep the key in your hand. But if you is one who have like the push button thing, try to stay calm and be able to push the button thing so you get back inside of the house if you need to do it in a emergency setting. This was an emergency setting, but he locked the door with like his key, and then he damn near forgot. He lost his damn mind. Like, that's a bear.
I called my girlfriend, and she had heard me screaming, and I was telling her to bring me towels. I was bleeding all over the ground, and
they went to the ER.
Gave me my tetanus shot, rabies shot.
Right now, Rojas doesn't have health insurance, and he said he has more doctor's visits ahead of him.
He got the rabies shots, and if I'm not mistaken, you get 7 shots in the stomach. Hold on. How many rabies shots do you get? Okay, the number of rabies shots you receive depends on your posterior or your exposure risk. These say you typically get a series of 2 to 4 shots in if you've been bitten by a rabid animal or a 2-dose, several followed by checkups at your wrist. You haven't been bitten with doses given up to the muscles. There was a time to where you had to get 7 shots in the stomach. I remember that back in the day.
They recommended me to a hand surgeon just because I have little function between these 2 fingers here.
Rojas contacted Florida Fish and Wildlife, who confirmed with West 2 they were investigating what they called a human bear incident.
They're supposed to trap the bear and move him to a different location, given the circumstances.
And I want y'all to also understand this right here because he's in Florida. My state, you got state, but go home state. Please don't run away in 55 life state. Why you ain't got that file on you? Why you ain't had that thing on you early in the morning?
FWC in his Apopka neighborhood Friday night, but Rojas wasn't there. He's staying in an RV at his parents' home in Sanford. He said even if the bear is trapped, he doesn't think he'll return to his home.
I didn't want to put my family in that situation.
See? Notice something.
It should have been a normal early morning.
He did all that. His head went on a swivel. You didn't turn a little bit. Damn it, you weren't checking your peripherals. None of that shit right there. He was just so focused on locking the door, which he locks the door every time he got to go to work, right?
It should have been a normal early morning heading.
See that right there?
It wasn't.
See that there?
Alexander Rojas said.
Do y'all understand that the bear had passed him? Right at that moment, he had time. He had a little time because the keys is in his hand. The keys is in his hand. He had a little time to go ahead on and feel for that key and get that key back in the door and try to be as quiet as possible and slide back in the house. Hell yeah, you want to watch this? Watch it. See, the keys is in his hand now. And now he noticed right there. He noticed from there, you should have been trying to get that key back in the door.
It wasn't.
See? All you have to do is be quiet.
Rojas said.
All you have to do is be quiet. Bitch, you got, you just got to be quiet and put that key back in the goddamn door and get back in the house. I know you holler, baby, baby.
His Ring doorbell camera stopped recording just as a bear charged towards his door around 4 a.m. on August 15th.
You need to sue Ring doorbell. That shit was supposed to kept recording so you could have blew up your social media. You could have blew up your social media.
He said there was another bear in his yard. He said he tried to scare them off.
For some odd reason.
You tried to scare the bears off. The bears came approaching you. Boy, let me explain something to you. Now, I guess I'm Monday morning quarterbacking and I can kind of understand it, but I just want to say a bear wouldn't have caught me with my back up against the wall. The bear, I would, because once the bear turned coming my way, and I see it coming my way, and I ain't got that thing on me, which would be like once in the blue moon, some shit like that right now. But I ain't got that thing. Let's just say I ain't got it on me. And it came from this way, but I see the gap over here. See, I used to play football and shit like that right too. I used to run and play growing up because we didn't have like social media, so we used to be outside running and playing. And I still remember running and playing and running from dogs and shit. I used to run from dogs and stuff like that. So as he come from this way and there's a outing this way, self-preservation set in real quick. I'm gone, bitch. Gone, bitch. I'ma dig in so goddamn deep when I tell y'all my right foot, because if it came from this way, I got to dash out this way. My right foot would have dug into the concrete because I'm on the porch in the concrete so goddamn hard. I was skidded out when I tell y'all I would have I got it so goddamn fast. When I tell y'all I would have ran that better death. I would have ran the better death because the bear would have tried to chase me. It wouldn't have caught me. Nope. I know. Willie, you Monday morning quarterback. You goddamn right. The bear would have not caught me. He said he got hit. At the bear done hit him here. Done hit him here. He hit him in the nose and stuff like that. He kicked his feet from up under. No. We real fast. Willie is real fast. The story would have went a hell of a lot different. I promise you that right there. Let me go ahead on and give y'all this one right here, and I'm going to go ahead on and let y'all go. In Philadelphia, hell, they may need for them people to come on around there in Philadelphia too. Because the streets just violence here. Y'all just out here just doing the most. We have a woman who dies after being shot in Philadelphia. But
story this coming out of Center City, one person in custody. Tonight, we're following a developing story. This coming out of Center City, one person in custody tonight after a woman was shot and killed. It all happened in the middle of the afternoon, right along a busy Chestnut Street. This entire crime was caught on video. Action News reporter Leland Pinder joining us live from police headquarters with more on what we're learning about this. Leland.
Gray, a really nice Friday night here, coming to a halt for a few hours in a very popular and well-traveled area of Center City. Sources tell us police are looking into whether this may have been a domestic situation. Dramatic video shows a shooting unfold in Center City Friday evening. This happened just before 6 p.m. at the corner of 12th and Chestnut in front of a 7-Eleven.
This is not the area that you typically hear things like this happening.
Despite not hearing it often in his neighborhood, Casey Boltinghouse was sure the popping he heard was a gunshot as he was headed out for a bike ride.
That's when I just was outside my door, heard that, and just started riding down Chestnut.
Police say one woman is dead, pronounced at Jefferson about 90 minutes after the shooting was reported, and one person is in custody. The video appears to show 3 people involved. It looks as if one woman is trying to get a man off of another woman. Moments later in that same video, it shows the man point a gun at the woman on the ground. Police have not released how or if this trio may know each other or what led up to the shooting. Sources tell us police are also looking into whether one of the women was the person initially armed. Witnesses reported the gun was somehow pried away from her.
They hauled the girl off in the ambulance, which that happened really quick. Obviously, the hospitals are right around here, so that happened pretty quick. Hauled her off. She was getting loaded up when I got here.
Evidence.
Ladies, if y'all carry a gun, do not let the suspect take the gun away from you. Don't be one of them.
Markers suggest at least 2 shots were fired. Police say their investigation is ongoing.
I believe if the gun gets taken away from you, that you deserve to be shot. I really do.
And police have not identified that woman who was killed. Also, no word on charges at this time. Off camera, people in the area told me they'd seen the group before and believed they may be part of the homeless community. Live here outside police headquarters, Leland Pender.
Homeless with that fire, that's a real smart move. Keep your gun. Now listen, just because you ain't got no place to stay, it don't mean that you don't supposed to have a gun. Everybody, see, because there's levels to homelessness. There's truly levels to homelessness. Everybody is not homeless the same. In case y'all don't know, like you can be homeless, right? You can be homeless with money. A lot of people don't know that. You can literally be homeless with money, especially if you're trying to find a place to stay. If you got your applications in and shit like that right there, you got your apps in and stuff, but it's taking a while. Yeah, they have to do like the background checks and shit like that right there. And then they may deny you, and now you just done lost your money. So now you got to put in applications in other places. Yeah, you homeless, but you're not broke. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to throw all your money or keep throwing your money at the hotels and stuff because you're just trying to get into a place quick and you don't mind sleeping in your car for like a week or something like that right there, so you don't blow your money like that. I'm just saying some. I saw some. I told y'all when y'all was out here on the tube. I told y'all when I was on the tube when I had them first started the show, I said I'm watching this girl get her ass whooped. Here we go.
Let my hair go,
hey,
weak ass bitch.
Get off the car.
Let my hair go, weak ass bitch. Let my motherfucking hair go, weak ass bitch. Let my motherfucking
I keep trying to get him off your car.
Let my motherfucking hair go, bitch. Let my motherfucking hair go, bitch.
Let's get ready to rumble. Round 1.
Let my motherfucking hair go.
Oh.
Let my motherfucking hair go.
I don't work in the office, but they copying and that's facts though. I ain't trying to be violent.
Let my motherfucking hair go.
Get you lined with that red fur like a loose leaf when that strap go.
Let my motherfucking hair go.
Party,
I don't know if you got party.
Look like she working out. Bow leg. Like a stripper.
Man, look, be careful with that saliva.
Spitting on each other. Nasty.
No people ain't got enough.
So the Mills girl. Hey. Hey.
This is a wake up. This is a wake up.
Watch out with my car. Hey, get the fuck off my car.
Back, bitch. Back, bitch.
Back,
Back,
bitch.
bitch. Back, huh? Back, huh?
About to hit the beam.
That's just permanent.
What's the time? This shit crazy. That baby out here, it's bra and panties, right?
Hey, get off the car.
Let my motherfucking hair
It
go.
ain't a stripper outfit or nothing like that right there. It's just like a bra and a panty, like you're going to the beach or something. Or you about to go to sleep. Or on a date or something. Titty out. We got loose titty. Now ain't nobody really get whooped right now. Damn it, she not fat. She not fat. She nice. She in shape. Not bad at all. But I told y'all about this loose hair. I told y'all about the goddamn loose hair. That loose hair don't do y'all no favor.
Let my motherfucking hair go, bitch.
Ooh.
Let my motherfucking hair go, bitch.
Y'all both got hair.
Let's get ready to rumble. Round one.
Let my motherfucking hair go.
Oh, y'all should be somewhere hugged up and loving one another. Get some type of sister wives. You know what I'm saying? She tried to slam her head up against the up against the tree. Tried to hurt that baby. Should have been hugging that baby. Loving that baby. Caring. Y'all got to stop being out there in these streets like that. But damn it, if you is going to be out there, then you go it on to be out there. Who am I to tell y'all to not be out there tussling and shit like that right there? I just report on what I see. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out of here, man. Yeah, baby. Hold out there thumping. Doing what they be out here doing. I think that was the one. And there's one more, but I can save it for tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give y'all that one right there tomorrow. Definitely gonna give y'all that one right there tomorrow. And she done got whooped too. Who the hell? Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's funny. Well, hell, we can do that there tomorrow. Hey, but y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the 999 news round here in these streets. Man, thank y'all for joining the player. Like I always say, but y'all share. I hope that y'all was entertained. Share. Now, where's all my comments? What the hell happened to the comments? Did I do something? I think I did something. I eliminated everything. It was just stupid, or did I click the wrong button? I think I just clicked the wrong button. But anyway, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la, or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. If y'all is living in the great state or the great city of Chicago, y'all please hire, please pick, please vote some new people in. Then we got to get them dog Hughes up out of there. Got to get the dog Hughes up out of there. Damn it, it's 2 dog Hughes in a row. That's a problem. That's a whole problem. The city is still in. The darker hue part of the city is a shithole. The lighter hue part of the city is like heaven. Their kids is able to be outside playing and going here and going there and having nice schools and having parties and get together and all that fly stuff, and ain't nobody dying in their communities like that right there. Like it's crazy. Everybody else get to enjoy themselves except us. But you Negroes still want to live around there because you was born and raised here. This is all you know. It is going to be all you know. All the way up until the funeral. Y'all finna go ahead on and get on up out of here, man. I hope that y'all appreciate it. Player, please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 2 channel. But I think it's 2 channel. I don't even got one of those no more. The 4 channel, the 7 channel, and the Accept and Agree channel. I'm finna upload something to the number 4 channel and maybe some other stuff, but I'm finna upload to the 4 channel. Maybe y'all want to go and check that down on that. Hilarious. Y'all have a good one. I am out of here, man. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow though. I'm gone. Let me get on up out of here. Y'all